Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto Trader Network. My name is Chris. If you are new here, we bring you the latest news and updates in the crypto world every Friday. That is today. And we also do throughout the week any projects that come out in the DeFi space that are worth noting. We do reviews on those, and we also do a monthly giveaway. More information on that is in the description below. We just gave away our monthly giveaway for June yesterday. Congratulations to the winner, 100 USD, and he has already received his funds, so that is awesome. We like giving back to our subscribers. Anyway, on to the video. So news this week looks like we'll start in with how the market is going right now. Bitcoin, we are down 7.8% for the week since our last video on Friday. ETH is down 6.3%. BNB down 4.4, Cardano down 5.6. Cardano actually had, from what I understood, a bit of a pump, and then it looks like it's come back down a little bit. So that's unfortunate. Solana down 12.8%. Polkadot 12.5. I had heard that Doge and Shiba were doing really good. Yeah, up 3.9% for the week, so that's really good. They're fighting this bear market. Shiba's down 2.5, but I think they were up like 20% over the course of like 10 days or something. So it looks like those have just kind of had a little bit of a correction. That was something that I had read a couple of days ago. They were expecting to have those a little bit of a correction, but fighting the bear market, the meme coins. So hey, you just never know what is going to work in the bear market. So that is awesome. So all right, so let's jump into the news. We have the market wrap up on the reason why we are doing so poorly. Bitcoin's price fell for a fifth straight day, heading toward the worst half-year loss on record. An adverse regulatory decision late Wednesday from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission squelched what little hope traders might have of a quick rebound. On the last day of the month, the one superlative in the market wasn't much to brag about. The January to June stretch marked Bitcoin's worst six-month stretch on record, down 59% based on data going back to the early 2010s. One of the worst, half year, on record so far. So yeah, we're hurting. Absolutely, we're hurting. So Thursday's leg down came after the SEC rejected the application by CoinDesk's sister company Grayscale to convert its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into a Bitcoin holding exchange traded fund. Other dismal industry news continues to pile up. CoinFlex withdrawals remain halted as the company continues to talk over a recovery token. So it looks like CoinFlex is in that Celsius and Voyager issue as well, and they are halting withdrawals. Just another one that's having liquidity issues. So Bitcoin could be vulnerable to one more ugly plunge that could have many traders fearing a fall towards the 10K area. So that's an ouch. Polygon's Matic token slid 10% and ETH lost 8.6%. I had some notes on what's going on. So yeah, Bitcoin saw its biggest monthly price drop in June since 2011, 37.3%. That's just in June. ETH was down 45%, one of the worst quarters ever, down 52.6% and 59% since January, like we had on this. So yeah, for 6 months, 59% down. The S&P is down 20.6%. That's the worst in 50 years. 50 years, guys. NASDAQ down 29.5%, and inflation is still at a 40-year high. However, through all of this, El Salvador's President Bukele bought 80 Bitcoin yesterday at 19K each. The whales are still buying the dip. Michael Saylor, of course, buying through the dip. MicroStrategy has disclosed that it purchased an additional 480 Bitcoin between May 3rd and June 28th. The firm now holds 129,699 Bitcoin, almost 130,000 BTC. So Michael Saylor still very bullish on Bitcoin, and the ability that these guys have to buy through this dip. If you think about it, at all times high, if you're buying now, you're going to 3x on Bitcoin. Do you think Bitcoin, and let me know in the comments below what you think, but do you think Bitcoin still had 3x potential when we were at all-time highs at 65K? Everybody was calling for 100K Bitcoin. That's even less than what, a 1x. So a 3x potential from here. I think somebody said we're back in 2-3 years ago prices. So if you were out of the crypto game like I have been for the past 2 years, I got out and now getting back in, you haven't really lost any time. So it's good and bad. If you've been in for a year or two, then yeah, it's not so great because unfortunately you're either down or basically right at levels where you purchased at. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If we get to all-time highs again, that's a 3x on Bitcoin. So and we still could be looking at 100K Bitcoin or more. So I'm bullish on it. I think that Bitcoin will go over 100K at some point. It's just going to be a matter of time. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on with Celsius. They are exploring solutions for their liquidity crisis. Their crisis has lasted 18 days. Celsius is now 18 days into its liquidity crisis. It has provided just one other update prior to today, so not much information from them. That update provided very little information about the situation beyond the fact that Celsius was exploring options. However, various other sources have since detailed possible developments. Most significantly, other companies seem to be considering actions to keep the crypto lending company afloat. Nexo has made an unsolicited buyout proposal, while Goldman Sachs may be willing to buy Celsius assets for $2 billion. Reports today that FTX has passed on a deal to buy the firm. Other reports point toward internal developments. Some suggest the company has hired advisors in case of bankruptcy, and others say that the firm is being investigated by state regulators. The crisis seems to have no end in sight. Future developments will determine whether Celsius can reopen withdrawals or whether clients will need to settle through legal action. So it's not really good. No news, not good news for Celsius. If you did have money in Celsius, I apologize. That is an absolutely tough situation. So unfortunately, not much news coming out. Withdrawals still halted over there. And really hope that they figure out what's going on soon for any of you guys that are invested in Celsius. And then on another note, BlockFi. So BlockFi inks a deal with FTX. BlockFi has agreed to an acquisition deal. The crypto lender's CEO, Zach Prince, took to Twitter Friday to announce the update, revealing that FTX US would be buying the firm for up to $240 million based on certain performance triggers. Now, I saw a couple days ago, people were saying it's going to be sold for $25 million, and that was way low. So that is not the case. Prince added that BlockFi would receive a $400 million rolling credit facility. It was previously revealed on June 21 that FTX offered BlockFi a $250 million credit line, so they bumped that up to $400. The $240 million price tag marks a heavy discount from BlockFi's previous valuation. The firm was valued at $4.8 billion after it raised funds on a private round in July 2021. So this is a $680 million deal that FTX is now offering. That's more than the $250 million line of credit that they offered him just last week. So looks like they are going to purchase them at this point. So that's all we had on BlockFi. Personally, I had initially was $2,000 for the Bitcoin. It's $1,000 now, down 59% since I bought it back in, I believe in January. I pulled my Bitcoin out of BlockFi and I took it over to KuCoin, and I actually put it into KuCoin lending, which isn't great rates right now, but at least I know with lending it's pretty much guaranteed, and I don't have to worry about liquidity issues. So I did pull my funds out of BlockFi, the little that I did have, and took it over to KuCoin, and I'm lending I think at like 1.6% right now. So hey, it's something, for a very small amount of Bitcoin, it's something, but there isn't a whole lot of other options as far as staking right now that I'm too bullish on. So with everybody having liquidity prices or problems, I should say, I don't mind just doing a little bit of lending and being the lender instead of basically putting my stuff up for somebody else to lend out. So. All right, and then next we have some issues with Polygon and Phantom. There was a hackers compromised gateways to Polygon and Phantom on the Acre RPC gateways. Hackers exploited a vulnerability to attack the node infrastructure firm's gateways to Polygon and Phantom Friday. Users who had accessed the Layer 1 network via Anchor's endpoints were presented with a pop-up window that tried to trick them into entering their wallet seed phrase. Funds are at risk, the malicious note read, accompanied by a link to a website prompting users to enter their seed phrase. By gathering seed phrases, the hackers could gain access to their targets' wallets to steal their funds. Never ever give out your seed phrase. I don't care who is asking. I don't care if it's your grandmother. You don't ever give out your seed. I would give mine to my grandmother, but Yeah, you never ever give out your seed phrase. The only time that you ever need to enter in your seed phrase is if you are installing, like for example, MetaMask on a new computer, and you need to reinstall it from scratch. You need to enter in your seed phrase so you can get into your wallet. That is the only time. So, and of course, you want to make sure that you are installing the correct version of MetaMask, or whatever wallet that you are using, the dataless wallet for Ada Cardano, or the Phantom wallet, whatever wallet it is, that's fine. You can enter in your seed phrase. But anytime anybody asks you for your seed phrase, or setting up a ledger, that's another time you would use that. But you never give it out. You just never ever give it out. I don't care if a pop-up pops up and on your MetaMask that says you need to enter in your seed phrase. You don't. That is malicious. I have never in my life had to re-enter my seed phrase into MetaMask once it's set up. So guaranteed that those are some kind of a hack, and they are trying to get your information. So just never do it. Update Anchor has confirmed that the affected RPC gateways have been fully restored, but they also said Polygon and Phantom users to use 2 alternative RPC endpoints. I would probably just go ahead and use those anyway. All right, so on to OpenSea. We have some NFT issues. OpenSea NFT marketplace suffers email address data breach. Now, this is not that big of a deal. They just basically, sent out a bunch of people's email addresses. No crypto losses here. But yeah, kind of just marks another issue in a long string of issues with OpenSea. So let me know what you think about down there. I mean, OpenSea's the biggest NFT marketplace there is, and they just continuously have issues, and we'll jump into that. OpenSea email database leaked. Someone has leaked OpenSea's emails. Today's breach is the latest in a string of troubling incidents affecting OpenSea users. While the leading NFT marketplace has so far only confirmed a data leak rather than a full-scale attack, it's suffered from phishing attacks and other issues in the past. Last month, an attacker hacked the OpenSea Discord server and directed users to mint fake YouTube Genesis mint passes. In February, a bad actor stole about 3 million worth of NFTs from OpenSea users by tricking them into signing a malicious transaction sent via an email link. The marketplace has also faced scrutiny over listing bug issues in the past. I know that there's people that have said that they posted their NFT. I think there was a Bored Ape that sold for like $4,000 when it should have been like 400,000 or something like that. It was missing a couple zeros. And you can correct somebody in the comments. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I know it was a lot, and it was missing zeros. I know that for sure. The seller said that was OpenSea's issue, that they put in the correct price. So yeah, but yeah, somebody in the comments, please let us know what that exactly was. I don't offhand know the exact number. But OpenSea is the world's largest NFT marketplace, according to data from Token Terminal, and handled over 483 million in transaction volume just in June. And they continue to have these issues. You'd think if they were making that much money, they're making a commission off of 483 million. Come on, guys, let's tighten up security a little bit. All right. So this one I thought was interesting. As some of you know, I was scammed this week. Golden Finance rug pulled. I did a video on them a couple of days ago. I did enter into their pre-sale with 1BNB, so I lost about $300. And yeah, I mean, all things looked really good other than the fact that their LinkedIn profiles did not exist. And they said something about their, careers were already established, and so they never set up LinkedIn profiles, which obviously we know now was total BS. Definitely was a red flag for me. I've been on LinkedIn for like 20 years in the IT field. Back when I was just a lowly install tech. I mean, come on, everybody has a LinkedIn. You're going to change jobs at some point. You're going to set up a LinkedIn so you can send it, with your resume or whatever. I should have known. That was on me. I think the other thing was they were doxxed. However, they never appeared on camera, so they could be doxxed as anybody. I mean, who knows, so, but yeah, so when I saw this article, that kind of reminded me, we will get you. The FBI, your Interpol is on after this one. If you scam people out of enough money, it gets the attention of law enforcement. And I really hope all these scammers get busted, because they really hurt the crypto industry. They really do. We want this industry to thrive and take over. Standard fiat currency. I think that it has every tendency to do so if we stop all this scamming and BS. Honestly, that's my thought. So that's the worst thing that we have in our industry right now. So anyway, we have the Crypto Queen, 4 billion crypto scammer added to FBI's most wanted list. The FBI is adding OneCoin founder Ruja, Crypto Queen Ignatova to its top 10 most wanted list. That's yeah. 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 Prosecutors believe OneCoin defrauded investors of more than $4 billion. I wouldn't want to be on the top 10 FBI most wanted list. I have guns. I already worry about the ATF coming and killing my dog. Ignatova disappeared in 2017. Her whereabouts are still unknown. Yeah, that was a shot at the ATF. The FBI is offering up to $100,000 in reward for information leading to Ignatova's arrest. It warns that she may be traveling with armed bodyguards and associates. Ignatova is the co-founder of OneCoin, a Bulgarian cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme that is believed by prosecutors to have defrauded its victims of over $4 billion. OneCoin would sell educational trading packages to investors for up to six-figure sums. These packages including tokens that would be used to mine OneCoins. OneCoins can only be exchanged for other currencies on the OneCoin exchange, which shut down without notice in January of 2017. Ignatova was the leader of the organization from 2014 to October 2017, at which point her brother, Konstantin Ignatovov, took her place. Ignatov, yeah, and other OneCoin co-founders Sebastian Greenwood were arrested in 2019 and 2018, respectively. Ignatov, who pleaded guilty to charges similar to those Ignatova faces up to 90 years in prison. So yeah, she was recently added to Europol's most wanted list. I think she said it was last seen in Greece, and she's traveling on a German passport with armed security. So that's interesting. Okay, then we have the Harmony hack. So that happened last week. The Harmony hacker begins laundering funds. The 1 million bounty was not enough to convince the hacker to return the funds. So Harmony offered the hacker 1 million if they returned everything. The Harmony hacker is currently sending some of their stolen ETH through Tornado Cash. Already 12 million has been routed through the privacy enabling protocol. The hacker is currently sending 100 ETH every 6 minutes. About 100 million were stolen from Harmony's Horizon Bridge last week by the attacker. So Harmony's Horizon Bridge was exploited last week for more than 100 million in various tokens, including BTC, Aave, Sushi, USDT, BUSD, all swapped on Uniswap for ETH. That sum is now being routed through Tornado Cash in installments of 100 ETH at a time. At the time of writing 10,000 ETH, more than 12 million had already been mixed in the privacy-enabling protocol. New 100 ETH transactions are happening approximately every 6 minutes. Tornado Cash is an Ethereum protocol that leverages zero-knowledge technology to allow users to break the links in their on-chain activity. If used correctly, the protocol makes it impossible to track down transactions from one wallet to another. 2 days ago, Harmony had offered the Horizon Bridge hacker a 1 million bounty for returning the stolen funds, with the promise of not advocating for criminal charges if they chose to cooperate. Other protocols have paid out even greater bounties in the past, with Aurora recently rewarding a white hat hacker 6 million for detecting a possible exploit and notifying the team about it. And then on an update to that story, we have Harmony says it has begun a global manhunt to find the perpetrator behind the June 24th attack that saw 100 million worth of digital assets disappear. And the team behind the Layer 1 blockchain posted an update on the incident on Twitter, saying that it had contacted law enforcement, chain analysis, and Chain AI to help identify the attacker. It also offered the attacker a final ultimatum, pledging to drop its investigation if the funds were returned minus a 10 million bounty. So they've raised it. Harmony offered initially 1 million for the return of the funds, retain 10 million and return the remaining stolen amount. In exchange, Harmony will cease its investigation, a tweet read. Harmony is also offering a $10 million for information leading to the safe return of the funds. The update also gave the attacker a deadline of midnight on July 5th to initiate communication. Obviously, if they are already laundering money on the Tornado chain to the tune of $12 million already, they've already turned you down. Yeah. Elliptic blames Lazarus Group for the $100 million attack, noting that Lazarus may be responsible based on the nature of the hack and the subsequent laundering of the stolen funds. Lazarus Group is the, let's see if I think it said it on here, North Korean state-sponsored hacking group. It added that the nature of the theft and money laundering was consistent with activities of the Lazarus Group and pointed to the 550 million hack on Axie Affinity's Ronin bridge. The U.S. Treasury Department and others blamed Lazarus for the Ronin attack in the fallout from the incident. The post further added that the Harmony Bridge theft was executed by compromising a multi-signature wallet, likely through social engineering, a practice Lazarus has engaged in on multiple occasions in the past. It also pointed out that the funds had been laundered with regular small deposits in a possible automated process, similar to how the 550 million stolen from Ronin was laundered following the attack. Moreover, those responsible for the attack operated on Asia Pacific hours, Elliptic said. So that's what we have in the news. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of hacks, a lot of scams, like I said, and got me for $300 this week, and that sucks, you know, because in this economy and in this market, I just had another baby. That makes 6 for me. That's a lot of mouths to feed. You know, losing $300 sucks, and I know that you guys, you know, with Celsius, you know, stopping withdrawals, Anchor Protocol, with the USDT issues, you know, collapse. You know, everybody's hurting right now. And segue, we did just give away $100 in USD for our monthly crypto giveaway. Once we hit 2,000 subs, we're going to bump that up to $200. So if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. We give away $100 every month, and we'll bump that to 200 once we get to 2,000 subs. So yeah, free money, and at least that helps out a little bit. That's what I'm trying to do, is help out my subscribers. And that's all you have to do, just subscribe. So no other you know, hoops to jump through. Be a subscriber, and as long as I can publicly see that your subscriptions, there's more information in the description below. You're automatically entered every single month. Just come back and watch that video and see if you won. So that's all I have for you guys for today. I really hope that you have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. We will do a portfolio update on Sunday, since you guys do seem to like that, and we'll talk a little bit more about golden finance and go over that spreadsheet. And of course, we will purchase our ETH, which is down around to about $1,000 right now. So we're dollar cost averaging in, and we're going to make our money. So, all right, guys, you have a great weekend. I will be having some burgers on the 4th. I hope you do the same.